to another live carving session with the TheStoneRanger. I'm going to spin a straight round because I've got lots to do, lots of projects to do this week. So this one's the Everton crest. You've seen me do one of these before. Let's try and get you set up for the best angle. Yeah, you've seen me carve one of these before. It's this is a commission for a lady. Do you know, I set this up a little bit before we started to see how it was, and it was perfect. All looked great. The minute you press go live, it all changes. So yeah, safety specs on, as always. Just give them a little wipe down. I've sharpened some chisels. So I've sharpened some. Just going to give them that extra now. I've sharpened them, I promise. Somebody asked me last night on a, not last night, night before on a live, how often do I sharpen them? And I said quite a lot. So last Sunday we went live carving and it was good. I don't want to jinx it, but we had a good evening. There were plenty of people watching. Hopefully this evening we'll have the same. You might have seen one of my shorts earlier. Prepped this stone this morning. Hi Matt. That's thanks. It's first one in the chat this evening. Hope you're having a good Sunday evening. Got a little friend already on the screen. A little spider. Are you a football fan, Matt? Trying to work out my angles there. You could see me trying to think about it. See which way I wanted to go with that. My brain's recomputing because I carved this flat on my workbench. I didn't put it up on the easel. Great stone. Not particularly a football fan. No, you don't need to be to really. I am a football fan. I'm a Chesterfield fan, but hopefully we're going to get a few people in like yourself who just appreciate the stonework rather than it being for football purposes. And we're off to a good start. So I've done one of these already before, and I don't take many commissions on now. Tornado chasers in. Don't take many commissions on nowadays. The odd one here and there, what I fancy. Oh yeah, US. Yeah, definitely different teams in the US. Should have asked you where you were from. I was presuming you were right, somewhere close. And yeah, so I don't. Sorry, I'm checking myself. So I don't take many commissions on nowadays. The odd one here and there. But this lady contacted me. She wants one of these for her dad. Connor's on, and I couldn't help but say yes, really. And she's waited patiently for it, and now we're getting it done. This will be done in the next couple of, well, to be honest with you, I think it'll be done tomorrow. We'll see how we get on this evening. I'm hoping. Please, can I do Newcastle next? You know, people keep asking me. The thing is, if I just pick a random team to do it, I'm stuck with the crest, and I'm not a Newcastle fan. I could put it up for sale. Or I could just wait for somebody to say, commission me to do one. If you want to commission one, I'll consider it a Newcastle one. Newcastle is very popular. I think people in the north north of England are extremely passionate about their teams because the Scottish teams get mentioned all the time to me. Please can you do Rangers? Please can you do Celtic? Please can you do Aberdeen? So we get Newcastle is a big one. Always get Newcastle. Liverpool is quite often mentioned, but I think that's because I'm doing Everton and they feel they have to ask for Liverpool. But no one ever comes on and goes, please can you do Chelsea? No one ever comes on and goes, oh, go on, I really want you to do Arsenal. It's just not the same. I just don't think there seems to be the same passion for that. I've done my team. I did mine on a live carving in one whole sitting. 6.5 hours it was for charity. I've done one before for charity, my choice, and we did it for raising money for the Jimmy Greaves Foundation. In a roundabout way, it was for the Ernie Moss Foundation, but there'll not be many people who will know Ernie Moss. So I sell them for £200. No, we don't. We don't do shout outs, especially ones like that. I'm missing it. Thanks, Matt. Well, Tornado Chaser's got to sort that one out. Is it spiders or roaches? Little spiders. Just in my there's a little moth here. We don't have roaches. Little spiders. What? I've had the light on, and it's been one of them grey days, but it's still muggy and warm. So there's lots of flying little bugs about. Oh, sorry, I missed you. £200. I sell them for roughly £200. It's if you want to talk more about it, if you want to buy one, Tornado Chaser will put the my email address on the screen. Tornado Chaser, can you just have a look at Just Bob's comments? I'm not sure. Very appropriate. It's probably safe that if we ever mention the BBC, it's probably not a good comment. So yeah, £200. Yeah, I'm trying to think the Newcastle one. How much detail is in that? I like the ones. I've always liked Newcastle. If you're still on, let's see who it was. Let me have a look. Bush. If you're still on, the what did you think to the Netflix documentary about Newcastle? I've not finished it yet. I've done a couple of episodes. Comes across well. You enjoyed it? Yeah, no, it seems to be coming across quite well. Maybe if nobody commissions a Newcastle one, maybe I'll put it on my list of ones to do, and then we'll try and, like Connor says, we could auction it off to raise a bit of money for a good cause in Newcastle, maybe. I'm sure there'll be some Newcastle fans wanting to get behind that. So the one we did for Chesterfield to raise money got £700. Who's my favourite player? Well, I don't support Newcastle. I don't know many players for Newcastle. Have you just sold Trippier? I always like Trippier because, but I'm sure you just sold him. He just, as soon as he came in on that first year when he got taken over, he just seemed to bring some like stability. It just seemed to be different. It was a great signing. That he just seemed to change it. Obviously Eddie Howe, but he just seemed to bring something there, which I liked. And you got that young lad from Everton, blonde hair, tall, skinny kid. And was you really trying to get Gahey this summer? That would have been a good signing. Was it just too pricey? Did you keep having your offers turned down on that? You made some good offers. Ooh. Not that skilled that I don't hit the camera. It's a bad habit of mine, hitting the camera. What about you? Who's your favourite player? Oh, my favourite player of all time doesn't have to be a Newcastle player. Do you know, and you're not going to like this, and I'm not a Manchester United fan, but growing up there was just something. So I'm from Derbyshire, so Eric Cantona, when we went from Leeds, it was a big thing around me because obviously Sheffield and Leeds is just over the hill on the Pennine Way. But there was something about Eric Cantona. He was just unbelievable, unbelievably good. Alan Shearer growing up was also great to watch. I liked the way Rooney would tear things up from Everton, then going over to Man United and for England. Eric Cantona just is ridiculously handsome. Just holds a special place there. My favourite Chesterfield player was a guy called Bruno. He scored. We played Middlesbrough in the semi-final of the FA Cup, and scored at back post. And I remember my whole place just went wild. The whole village is like carnival day where I live. It will be. Yeah, I'm expecting quite a few people. Yeah, good choices. Just let me have a look at these jokes. Saying will be wild to see in the championship. No, it's going to be ridiculous. What happens if I make a mistake? I'll come back to Fernando Torres. I mean, he was on fire. Well, he literally everything he touched at one point just was incredible. He could do no wrong, and then when he went to Chelsea, it just didn't happen. But he was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Favourite, yeah, he was very good. I mean, there's incredible footballers out there. So what happens if I make a mistake? It's as simple as start again. I just literally have to start again. Just get a whole new piece of stone, shape it, polish it. So this is a piece of Derbyshire gritstone. I shaped it out today in the rain. There's a little short of me on there. And then I polished it on top with 100 grit just to give it a nice edge. But if I break it, just start again. That's how it goes, I'm afraid. You'll probably see my little lip wobble a little bit for 5 minutes, but I soon get over it and just think, oh, it's just a piece of stone. There are worse things what could happen. But I've said this before in a live. If I was to break this, say if I left this number 8 until last, and I was to break it on the last bit, it would probably get the most views I've ever had on a video, because people love watching people fail online. They love it. So that every cloud would have a silver lining there. Oops. Saw a message come up on the screen and it disappeared. Not sure where Tornado Chaser is. He must be busy tonight. So Tornado Chaser is my moderator on the channel. I think it would be good to have a couple. I'm new to needing a moderator. I think it would be good to have a couple. Give him a bit of a break. The poor lad works ever so hard at it when he's on. If we get any of the regulars what fancy helping out at some point, just give me a shout. I actually thought, oh, he's here, look. Ah. Okay, that don't test him. Well, I'm just saying you need help because I thought you might be doing stuff with your family, and I thought you might need help because there's a lot. You take a lot on doing it, Tornado Chaser. It's a lot for you, especially the other night. We had that many people putting stuff in the comments what needed your attention. It's good to share the burden. One thing I've never been very good at in life is delegating and sharing. I've always tried to just do everything really, and it's something I'm learning. Oh. I hope your dad's all right. And we had a chat about it the other night. I hope he's all right. If you don't need to be on Tornado Chaser, you've got family stuff to do. It's you go and concentrate on your family this evening. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. If I need to Google him. Need to Google to be able to answer that question. Joseph Bush. I work with a man called Pete Bush. He's generally the nicest man I've ever met. He's thanks, Tornado Chaser, but I do think at times you're going to need some help with this moderator. I don't want you to take all the burden on, and James has nicely said he'll help out. I actually thought Suffolk Live would have been a good guy to help out as well, but not seen him for a little bit. Connor seems a nice chap. It's awkward now, isn't it? There's always, I mean, I was just having this conversation a minute ago about I'm going to have to carve a Liverpool one. One of my good friends at work is a Liverpool fan. He's a Liverpool fan, and she said to me, "Can I carve her one?" And this is the second Everton one I've done now, and I always feel a bit harsh to all the Liverpool fans because they come on. I just feel bad. So yeah, I'll tell you what to do. Two things to do here: hit the thumbs up button firstly, then hit the subscribe button because Liverpool will be coming I can't say it's going to become within the next couple of weeks, but it's coming soon. I'm going to do it soon. And I'm going to do Newcastle, and Rangers has been requested so many times. Ipswich is on the list. No, I don't support them. I'm a Chesterfield fan. I mean, it's I don't mind Sean Dyche because he played for Chesterfield, but no, I'm not an Everton fan. I like football, but I'm not an Everton fan now. So you can let me off that. This is for a customer, or it's for a lady who's buying it for her dad. It's been commissioned by somebody. Who was it who said Ipswich? Let me go back. It's JT said Ipswich. Ipswich is getting done soon. So my father-in-law, my wife said to me, "Can't believe you haven't carved an Ipswich one for your father-in-law." And then he said he'd like one, and now I've got to do it. And he's had a bit of bad news in the hospital recently, so it's yeah, I'm going to carve him an Ipswich one. Ipswich is on its way, but to be able to see them, anybody who tunes in, to be able to see your team get carved, or if you want to request for me to get round, or you want to commission one, you've got to hit the subscribe button. You've got to hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, you'll never see it. Another Liverpool fan. I'm getting outnumbered here. I feel bad that I'm carving this. How long do you think Sean Dyche has got before the sacking? And how much are you loving that Man United gave Eric Ten Hag a new contract? That must have kind of made your summer, that. I watched a little bit of Liverpool the other day. I watched a bit of them play Man United. It's always the tough one watching them play Man United because I don't think you can get a true taste of your team when you're watching them play them. Do you know, that'd be so exciting if Chesterfield got to League One. So Chesterfield have been in that National League now for some time, but when I go and watch them, the atmosphere is incredible. We always have the best, like the highest fan turnout. It's incredible. The stadium's great for National League as well. And we've been unfortunate that one year we lost the manager and then we lost in the playoffs. But then getting promoted last year, and we did incredibly. It was nearly a record season. I think if we can, I'd love us to get promoted or be in the playoffs this year. I would absolutely love it. I sound like what's he called, that Newcastle manager. I would absolutely love it if we beat them. But just to stay in League Two would be, I'd be happy. If mid-table or top half of mid-table, I'm happy with that. And then next year, let's have a good run. I'll be really happy. Notts County, I think, are going to be up there this year. Salford will do something dramatic because they've got to. It's you must be an Everton fan if you're proud of me. Salford are going to do something dramatic in that league because they've got to, because of the money they've pumped into it. They cannot hover around when you look what Wrexham have done in that league and shot up. Liverpool. I was swigging my tea. 24 thumbs up on the stream is brilliant. I'm just going to have quickly read these. Ipswich, I think Chesterfield get league on. Sean Dyche, 3 more games until he's axed. Lifetime contract, brilliant. Well, they're daft enough. Well, I say they're daft enough. So Jim Radcliffe is not a daft fella. At some point, he's going to say, no, enough's enough. Not really sure what they were mucking about at, but who else is there? Who else is there out there? Who's going to take that job there? I think they will come good again. I think under to Jim Radcliffe. I think it's just going to take some time. As a Liverpool fan as well, for you guys, not me, you don't really want Todd Bowley leaving Chelsea because he's just brilliant at making a mess of things, and you want that. Surprised we've not had many Everton fans in. Yeah, no, you're right. It's amazing to watch teams come up because you never want to see teams down, and watching them rise is especially when you're sat up like as a Liverpool fan, there's no threat, so you just kind of enjoy the football. It's like proper football to go and watch or to watch on the telly, and now you can watch any channel anywhere on the TV on any team. It's incredible. How do I? Well, I'm not. Well, to be honest with you, I probably should be wearing a dust mask doing this here, lightly like this, but I don't because I can't then do it on a live stream. But if I'm doing anything other than this, I have a dust mask on. What I have got coming is some new fans, which I'm excited about. Leicester winning the Premier League was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. Tell you what else was incredible? Watching with COVID, watching football teams play with fake crowds and fake crowd noises. That was a weird experience. COVID saved Leeds. They had what was he called? Their manager used to sit on that box, on that bucket. Oh, I forgot. My brain's gone. Well, he'd just run them players until they fell to bits, and they were just about to fall to bits, weren't they? Like COVID year, and then they got that break, and that's the year they got promoted. I think, if I'm right, I think that's the year they got promoted. What kind of stone is this? This is Derbyshire. It's called Derbyshire Gritstone. It's actually like a sandstone. It's quite tight. You can probably see a bit of the grain. Shaped it out today off a sheet, so I'd buy this in sheets, like tons at a time. Sheet it, polish it, and then I'm carving it. And then I'm also working on a piece of slate at the same time. I've just finished one for Simple Minds. I'm working on another project which I will start tomorrow. Yeah, it was nice to get the football. I think that excitement there was none. To be able to be excited to watch football again at COVID time was nice. I like all sports, to be honest with you. I will watch any sport. Apart from horse racing. So my plan is, over time, you're missing something. Yeah, the false crowds with the rugby, the football, with all of it. It was weird. It was nice to have it on there, it was that weird that they gave you the option to turn it off, I think, if I think I'm right. So if you are a football fan and you've just tuned into this stream and you think, where's my team? I'm not an Everton fan. Well, the plan is over time to do every team in the Premier League. I'd love to gradually do loads and loads and loads of different teams. But what I would ask you to do is hit the subscribe button on the channel, and then you'll get to get me see do your team eventually. That's right. So you're missing. I think I'm on. I can just tell. So I'm underrated. Izzy said I'm underrated and I deserve more followers. Well, tell everybody you know. My plan is to try and get to 10,000. My daughter set me the challenge to get to 10,000. Long story, she keeps moving the goalpost, but 10,000 is the target. If you can help me get there, Izzy, that'd be amazing. Nightcrawler, how long does it take? This will be finished tomorrow. So this morning, this was a chunk of stone. I've shaped it out, I've polished it up, I've marked the stencil on, I'm carving. I've probably been carving 2 hours, just less, with this. I did a little bit before I made a cottage pie. For me, the wife and the kids, we all had cottage pie. One of them type of evenings in the UK today. It's great. So cool. Thank you for that. Would I ever consider shipping stone internationally? Yeah, I used to do it all the time. So, little backstory. I had a business doing this. I've been working with stone for 15 years. I had a business doing this. And it got to a point where it became so popular, not just carving, I was doing all sorts of bird baths, water features, house sides, memorial stones, lots of crazy commissions for celebrities as well. Pink Floyd, for example, and I was shipping them all over. Loads of them went abroad. Loads went to Texas, New York, California, Greece, Australia, and it got that busy. It became that popular. It became very stressful. So I had a choice to make: get more staff, and at this point in time, we already had staff working hard, making the products, and I was doing all the commissions. Stay the same size as we were. Really, really difficult thing to achieve that when you're you just wanted to grow. It was like a beast that was out of control. We were a victim of our own success, or stop. And I didn't even consider. I didn't even stop to think. I just said, right, that's it. I sell up. So we just sold up, and I became a Peak Park Ranger. And now I just do this as a hobby, and I don't really take too many commissions on. I'll take charity work on. I'll take the odd commission, like this one's a commission, just to put a couple of coppers in the bank so I can buy a new camera, or I've just bought a new laptop, which helps me edit videos. So I want to do a couple of new tutorial videos on stone carving, teaching people. Want to work a lot with some mental health charities this winter. So some new videos there. So yeah, I can ship it, no problem. I can ship it anywhere. I've still got all the stuff. I've got a yard full of stuff. So that's a little bit of the backstory. If you hit subscribe, if you haven't already, you'll get to know more about the story. We'll chat about it as we're going along, as people ask questions. Looking for a pencil. So yeah, I can always ship things. Bottle of water. Strange request. DIY specialist. How much will something like this cost to buy from you, and do you have a website? Don't have a website. It's just literally got to. If Tornado Chase is listening, so I'm just looking for a Stanley knife at the same time. As we're talking, I want to sharpen the pencil. I've had a little tidy up and I've moved it and I can't find it. No, so £200 roughly for one of these, and I'm definitely not a stoner. £200 would buy you one of these. Roughly, some of the teams are a little bit more expensive. And then what else have I got? Website No Tornado Chaser hopefully will be on. He's the moderator on the channel. He's also got a lot going on at home. So you can send me an email to TheStoneRanger08@gmail.com if you want to talk about team or anything. Do you work with stone that makes you okay. I thought you've more like thought I was rolling a joint. I mean, it's been a long time. Got me thinking about the last time. Stopped me in my tracks. Yeah. It's like that time I got my first pot washing job and I came home and my dad said to me I'm a scrubber because I scrub pots. Trying to keep up with the comments, carve at the same time. What you could all do for me, just hit the thumbs up button. Now, my Etsy account is not back. It's definitely not back. Do you know I logged on Etsy the other day for the first time in a crazy amount of time to try and buy a wooden watch. I wanted to buy a watch I can wear while I'm streaming, so I've obviously got this strap here and this tan line. And there was messages on there, people saying, "Oh, where have you gone? I wanted to buy this. I want to buy this." And, it gave me shudders. Yeah, I mean it'll last forever. It's a piece of stone. I'm doing a job for somebody, just a small little job for their son's birthday, and they love the fact that it's getting commissioned and it's going to be something that lasts forever in stone, bought from their father to the son. Something quite special about stone. If it's written in stone, it's something. I mean, if it's good enough for the Ten Commandments, it's good enough for us, the Stone Ranger. Something quite special about it in stone. It's hand chiseled out. People do like the football crest. Every time I put on a football crest or do a carving, I always get a few people asking if they can buy one or saying, "You've got to do this team next. You've got to do this team next." I could have a full-time job doing these. So if you are new to the channel, there's a couple of things I can tell you about the channel. Or if you're new and you're just tuning in, great present idea. This is a present for somebody. You're just tuning in. So on the channel, there are 250 odd videos about stone carving. That's tutorials on how to stone carve, some live videos, reviews on different products you can buy, discount codes on chisels, but we'll go back to discount codes in a minute. I keep hitting that. I'm going to have to get my smaller hammer. Discount code we're going to go back to. Just said that. How to dry stone wall. There's all sorts on there. Please have a look around. There's how to carve a house sign using tools you'd find from around the house. There's all sorts. Please go and have a look. You'll see all sorts of projects we've carved over the years. About 3 years now we've been on YouTube. Only really taking it that seriously last 18 months. So then the next thing to say is discount codes. There is a discount code for any tools you want to buy from a company called Southern Stone Limited. They provide me with all my chisels and hammers. I don't make money. Every time you buy one, you get these you get like a deal where they send me a percentage, like 2 or 3% for every time they sell. I don't get that. I just want the best discount I can get for you guys so you save as much as possible. So yeah, go on there, use the discount code which is available on one of my videos. So find that video. You don't have to watch it to the end, but if you could watch it long enough that it works on the YouTube algorithm, that'd be great. And buy yourself some chisels. There's some cheaper kits out there I've reviewed in the last 6 months. A kit from China for £12.5. Surprisingly, they are very good. So if you've seen this video, seen this live, you've seen this channel, you think, do you know what, I can have a go at that, do it. There's 2 conditions though. You've got to subscribe, free of charge, obviously, but you've got to send me pictures in of what you carve. Everyone at the Stone Ranger community loves seeing what other people are working on. It's really popular when I put a picture of a guy called Brian on. Beginning of the week, he'd learnt to carve and he did a fantastic job of his house. So please, if you're going to carve anything, send me some pictures. There is a little membership you can do. So it doesn't change anything. Everything's still free. All the tutorials are still free. But if you want to support the channel, that little bit extra, it's 99p. It's you get your name in green on the channel, and you get early access to the discount code. So when the discount codes go live, it says 48 hours. I think it should be slightly more than that, actually. You get early access to the discount code. And there's a discount code going live next week for a wedding ring. So I'm working with a company who make the most beautiful wedding rings. And they come in a little box, and you get in there a little rubber band what goes over your wedding ring, so you don't scratch the stone when you're working on it. So they're sending me a ring next week to show you guys, and you're going to get a massive 30% off from them. And they are, honestly, they are beautiful, like proper beautiful. So yeah, if you want to support the channel a little bit extra, you can always become a member, channel member. How do we feel that's going? Tornado chase. My anniversary went, thanks for asking, it went really well. So I haven't finished the anniversary carving yet. You'll see that tomorrow night, hopefully. But the anniversary evening went really well. Really nice. My wife's an amazing person. Went really well. We went out for a nice bit of dinner together. Had a steak. I apologise to all the vegans in the chat and all the vegetarians in the chat. Nice 16-ounce ribeye. Medium. So the place I went to, I like things medium. I always go for a steak medium rare, but they don't like selling me a medium rare ribeye. The fat doesn't render down properly. But to be honest with you, they're medium. Like a lot of other places, medium rare. So no, it was good. Enjoyed it. We're on 41 thumbs up. That's really nice. Who was that? I said, Amiga loves the carving. Thank you. Tornado Chaser, could you do me a favour? Could you stick the email address on the screen? Just so anybody who has any questions about football crests or anything they want to chat about can just get in touch. One thing, if anybody out there who has a business or they've got something going on and they think they'd benefit from a little sign, I love the idea of collaborating. So I carve you a nice sign for your business, for a promotion or something, and then you can support the channel. I think that'd be really nice. I like working together. Fair exchange is no robbery. So if there's any businesses out there, anyone who's tuning in, it'd be really nice. Really nice to hear from you. Got a couple going on at the minute, so you've seen me using the Evolution stone saw. That is a good saw for the money. That is a really good saw for the money. If I was cutting stone every day, I wouldn't be using it. But for hobby work, stuff like brilliant. For the price, it's incredible. Yes, the DeWalt cordless saw is better, but that costs £1,000. The other one with the discount code's like £300. So if you're in the market for a stone saw, the Evolution one, not bad. Not bad at all. The comments have just gone completely off all of a sudden. No, I'm not an Everton fan. I'm a Chesterfield fan. League Two. Quite proud to say League Two now because we've been in the National League for so long. I don't dislike Everton. I don't dislike many teams, if I'm honest with you. I'd like to see him stay up. Just because I quite like Sean Dyche because he played for Chesterfield. But that's the only reason. What about you? Liverpool? Rochdale FC. Nice. That's like Chesterfield, Rochdale. It's Notts County. That's like proper football. Oldham. I watched, did they call it the £1 billion match between Manchester City and Manchester United a couple of years ago? It was so dull. Like proper dull. Lower league football is so much better. I can't quite think what the Rochdale badge looks like though. Might just swallowed a fly in my cup of tea. Much more entertaining. I haven't been for a while, but I used to go and watch Buxton Town a little bit. Tell you what I've got into watching the last couple of years, and this is solely for my daughter. My daughter likes it, and I've got into it. Watching the Sheffield Steelers play ice hockey. That is quite fun. $48 thumbs up. You know, we might break our record on a live tonight. I don't want to speak too early, but 53 is a record. Yeah, 53 is a record thumbs up on the channel. On a live, not just a video, mate. Like the most thumbs up we've ever had on a video is like a couple of thousand. But on a live, in one sitting, I think 53 is the most. Jess Bond, she likes Everton. I've given up the handstand in the sleigh. Yeah, I know. And when you said you didn't want to invest any more money into it, they will last a long time, and you will get a lot out of it. You've made a wise choice there. But if you've been using wet and dry on your hands, you'll have extremely smooth hands. Got back one here, Rochdale, and then it's live in Nottingham. So yeah. So my mum used to live in Nottingham, right on the border. I don't know if you know it, Ilkeston. I always found it bizarre because I live in the Peak District, not far really, and from you, and it's I look out my windows and see hills and countryside and all sorts going on, and she could see IKEA, which always blew my mind. Being from the country, it was. I found it fascinating. I kind of really enjoyed it. Being from a little village up the Toffees, if you got to stick a thumbs up on. If you approve of the Everton, you've got to stick a thumbs up on. It might just bring them good luck, so they're not in a relegation battle this year. Yeah, I quite like that everything was so close because I live in a village where they've got one shop. It's a 24-hour petrol station, and it's a mile away. So to be able to have everything on the doorstep like that, down the toffees. Subscribe. It's I thought I could hear a wobble board actually. If you have subscribed, Jess, that'd be brilliant. It'd be really nice. I appreciate all the subscribers. I said subscriptions then. My daughter set me this unbelievably difficult challenge of getting to 10,000 subscribers. 51. Nice. Almost there. Well, so if we get to 53, are you going to hang around, Jess, and stick some like an emoji of celebration on for me on the screen? Would that be okay? Maybe everyone can put some kind of celebratory emoji on the screen. If you're inspired to have a go at stone carving, have we done it? Oh no, we're one away. We're one away. We can't go with emojis yet. One more to go. One thumbs up away from. Well, we'll be matching it. So we need two more, really, don't we? Get to 60. It's done. 53. So we need one more then to officially break it, don't we? Somebody said to get to 60. I mean, that would be mighty. While we're getting to 60, let me tell you, my daughter set me this challenge. When I set this YouTube channel up, she said to me, you've got to get to... Well, originally it was 120 subscribers. Then it was 5,000. And I got to 5,000. She changed it to 10,000. She said 10,000 respectful. I don't think she realises how difficult 10,000 subscribers is. But we're persevering. 54, now we are celebrating. 54. Amazing. That is amazing. That's the most we've ever had. Oh. I'm that amazed by it. I've just hit the camera with the hammer. Well on my way. I am. Do you know what? Just steady ticking away. I'm getting there, aren't I? Get this bit out of the way. This bit will fly in up here. Don't want to carve this just yet because that's right where the camera is. So I'll just be hitting the camera all the time. Yeah, we'll get this Everton in. We'll get this in. Yeah, we're flying, aren't we? It's nice, and she'll get it. She's like I say, she's waiting patiently for it. This lady. And then I'm doing a lovely job tomorrow. So my wife doesn't watch these streams, so I can tell you all about it if you want. Love it and subscribe, thank you. Can I do a Villa one? Don't think anyone's asked for a Villa one before. Villa are doing well this year. Villa are doing really well. What and last year? Maybe I'm thinking about last year. Villa are doing well at the moment. I was always when was it Villa they signed Philip Coutinho once? And I was thinking, how did they pull that off? He never really fired for them, did he? Was he injured a lot? But that was an incredible signing. That's when you had Gerrard. Looks gorgeous, thank you. How much do I charge? just come across the channel and subscribe, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. We're aiming for 60 thumbs up. We're only 2 away on a live stream, so that's what we're aiming for. That'd be amazing if we get to the 60. We did aim for 54, but then it got changed to 60 by somebody in the chat. 59 now. So close. How much do I charge for one of these? So about £200 roughly. So I don't have a website. I used to do it as a job, and I sold up, and now I'm a park ranger. And I was starting to lose the passion for carving, so I need to get out. And then now I just do it online, teach people to do it, give a lot away for charity. I'm running some courses for some mental health charities this year. 61, and I just turned me back, and it was there. Connor's on it. And now, yeah, just like carving online with you guys now. The odd commission, which helps me buy a little bit of new equipment, which I've got a brand new laptop in the house. It got delivered today. I've taken out the packing, that's it. So I can make, my laptop was just, it was never a laptop that was meant to make videos. So to get it to do one, to make videos was difficult. So now to finally get a laptop which is made for that, I'm hoping will speed the process up to have to drop a couple of new videos in the next couple of weeks, which will be nice. I've got a few lined up. My next door neighbour's dry stone wall has fallen down, so I think I'm going to do a random act of kindness and rebuild it for him. How much would I go? How about getting one? How would you go about it? So if Tornado Chase is on, he will drop you the email address, my email address on there. If not, you can probably scroll back through the chat because he has put it on what is there. Look, Tornado Chaser, could you possibly put the email address on again? Steve wants to know about a villa carving for his son. And you can just send me a message on there and we'll have a chat about it. £61, that's incredible. It's so good. I'm getting my family to watch you on the TV live. Wow. That is some lucky family. Whereabouts are you? Are you in the UK? Are you in the States? Got a big following in the States. I was being sarcastic, I reckon. I reckon if my family stuck on me on the TV to watch them, I think I'd be pretty disappointed. It's and I will watch pretty much anything. Birmingham. Yeah, no problem. It's yeah, get in touch. Only ever been to Birmingham once. It was to do with a university. Went to get my mate at the time. His sister was at Birmingham Uni, and I remember we went to that crooked pub. My brain's thinking now it's just outside Birmingham. That crooked pub, the one what was it? What's getting rebuilt? That one, and I really enjoyed the fact that I could put my pound on the bar and it'd roll down, and it was just genuinely so crooked. I loved it. I was only about 60. So what have we got here? Is that easy to do? Yeah, it's not too bad. No, I mean, it's supposed to practice, but there's plenty of videos on the channel to learn how to do this. So yeah, give it a go. It's not too bad. I think you'd enjoy it actually. How long does it normally take? So I started this one. So this piece of stone at 10 o'clock this morning was a big lump. So I've cut it, I've shaped it, I've polished it, I've marked it out. And what we're halfway through, and I've not been doing it all day. I've been doing some stuff with the kids. We've had a cottage pie. We've had some strawberries and cream. I've walked the dogs. It's not been an all-day project. So the Chesterfield one I did, start to finish, 6.5 hours. I did it on a live stream for charity. But each individual team is obviously, some have got more detail. Because I'm from the Peak District, there's a lot of Sheffield United fans around me, so I've done a Sheffield United one now 3 times. That one's not too hard, actually. It's not too bad. I've done a couple of Man United ones for people. I'm quite looking forward to the Ipswich one because of the shape. Could I do Bob Marley's face? I mean, I could do Bob Marley's face, but I've never really been into that stuff. I like logos and crests, and I like shapes. Not really. Never really been into doing the faces. Bob Marley's face. Tell you what I would do. This is more my type of thing. I'd do a piece of stone shaped, and I'd carve one of Bob Marley's album covers on it. I like the idea of that more than doing Bob Marley's face. So we are doing an album cover soon. I'm thinking Thunderstruck. I was going to try and sell it off for some, to make some money for charity. Can't believe we managed to get 64 thumbs up. That is incredible. The same Jess is still not here to celebrate with us. So I'll tell you about the anniversary project I'm working on. Why there's not loads going off in the chat. So, one of my favourite signs I've ever made was for a customer, and she lived at number 2, and she could not make her mind up between stone and slate. And I had some beautiful, beautiful slate in the yard at the time. So you've seen me use it the other night. So it's some 1920s reclaimed Welsh slate, and it's so beautiful. Bought a full water tank. So beautiful to use. So she couldn't make her mind up between that and a piece of beautiful polished Derbyshire gritstone sandstone. So I said, "Can you leave it with me and see what I can come up with?" So what I did, I laminated. You can go back and see a picture of this. It's kicking about on my channel on my Instagram. There's a video about it. I laminated a piece of Derbyshire stone with a really thin piece of Welsh slate. I rubbed it down wet and dry just so the edge just felt like a bit like a beach pebble because there's something really satisfying about that. And then I carved through the slate, and as you carve through the slate on that V-shaped angle, like here, it exposes the Derbyshire stone underneath, so you don't need to paint it. And then I polished it even more, bringing the grain out in this slate, and it was the most beautiful sign I've ever made. So what I've done now, for my wedding anniversary present, I've laminated, it's behind me, it's gluing actually, I've laminated a piece of stone with the piece of slate, exactly the same. You should hit subscribe so you can come and watch me carve this. And I'm marking on it tomorrow, I'm going to start it, the lyrics to Feeling Good by Nina Simone, just the opening lines, because that was our first dance 11 years ago. So that is my wedding anniversary present I'm making for the wife. So if you want to see how that comes out, hit subscribe, come and have a look. Deborah says hi. I bet you can do that. Yeah, I mean, have a go. Basketball, definitely have a go. Yeah, definitely have a go. Send me some pictures of whatever you do. I love seeing people what they do. Ruin that immediately. That's funny. Sounds beautiful. Hopefully, it will be beautiful. And I know she loves anything handmade. So I'm hoping she'll like it. It's I'm hoping to start it tomorrow night. It is all glued behind me. It's all in clamps behind me, so it's set already. But I'm going to be patient. I'm going to leave it, make sure it's set, and then I'm going to run down to my workshop in the morning. I'm going to cut it all square it all up. Then I'm going to polish it, and then I'm hoping tomorrow night we'll be carving it together. So if you're around, it's a date. 67. Shh. I'm a bit nervous to say that out loud. I mean, I wonder what we could get it to. Do we dare dream for that 100? Or is that just greedy? That could be too much, couldn't it? 68. It's good to set goals. It is good to set goals. That's why we've got the 10,000 target. The day we do that, 10,000, I think I'll just sit. I don't think I'll just sit on the garden furniture and grin. Shame we've not seen Suffolk live for a little bit. Hope he's alright. Hope he's doing alright. He was a nice addition to the chat. Hopefully he'll come back. He was the first person, I know you were on the same chat as well, Connor, that night. He was the first person ever to give me a tip on a live stream. That generally took my breath away when he tipped me on that live stream. Well, both of you that night. It's never happened before and it's never happened since. Oh no, somebody tipped me, Suffolk Live tipped me again, 99p one night. But no, that's one of them moments where you kind of just stop in your track and think, wow. Yeah, I loved it. I'm not actually an Everton fan. I'm a Chesterfield fan. This is just a commission for a lady who's buying it for her father. You never know, it might bring him a little bit of good luck because I can't help but think they're in a tricky situation. Someone pointed out that they're going to have the best stadium in the Championship. Don't think that's true. So no, I'm not actually an Everton fan. Arsenal, how are we doing? I mean, did you drop points the other day? Can't remember. For some reason, I'm feeling you dropped points. It's your year. It's got to be your year. You've come so close. It's got to be your year. I think even Pep wants Arsenal to win. Like, sells his players to Arsenal. So who's going to give stone carving a go? Who's going to give it a go? I know the basketball man's going to give it a go. Who else fancies? Ryan does. I don't know if he's still on Ryan, but Ryan's a channel member, and he does a good job of it. He's still quite new to it, but he's doing a fine job. We're making good progress here, aren't we? We've got 70 thumbs up. We've set ourselves a new target, which we're not saying out loud. It feels a bit ambitious to say we start off wanting 10. We're just going to stick a 0 on that. Here's your name. Yeah, I was saying how good you are at carving. You've not been doing it too long, but how good you've taken to it. And some of the stuff you've sent me is really nice. So if your grinder's on its way, when do you reckon you'll be carving the slate? So yeah, you just need some slate or some stone, Connor. It's stone is also good to start with. Them chisels are not bad. Not bad at all. I'm going to be buying a lot of sets of them too. Wednesday stone carving day. I will also be carving Wednesday. You can send some pictures in. You made... I haven't made a headstone for myself. I've made lots of headstones. I think because I've made so many headstones, I'm not one of them people who like pre-make one for myself, something big and grand. I think I'll just take just a stick in the ground, just like 2 sticks from an oak tree with a bit of baler twine, making it into a cross shape, and that'll do me. I do have a Springer Spaniel who is he's happy, but he's getting old. Smash it with a hammer. That's because it's Everton, or you don't like stone carving, or you just want to see it. I mean, that'd probably get some views. You'd be gutted if it didn't, actually, if you carved it for 6 hours and then just hit it with a hammer to break it. Everton are the dumbest team. Everton aren't my team. You can call Everton whatever you like. I can't defend them because they're not my team. Chesterfield is my team. So no, you can call Everton if you like. I'm not here to defend them. But like I've said a few times, I do have a soft spot for Sean Dyche. But if you appreciate the carving and you want to see your team go up on here and carve, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and then maybe you'll see your team go on there. There's been a few teams recommended tonight. We've got Villa, Newcastle, definitely Newcastle, Liverpool. Ipswich. We've got Rochdale. Rochdale was spoken about. Here for the craftsmanship, not the football. Am I right in saying you're in Ireland? Is that right? Is it? Was that James who was in Ireland? I can't remember. Someone's in Ireland. Should be watching the curling in Ireland. I watched Kilkenny play curling once in a final. When I say that it was like Carnival Day when Chesterfield got to the semi-final, the flags were everywhere. Oh, you're Irish, but you're... Oh, yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. It was close. But when I watched Kilkenny do that, wow, that they went mental. Absolutely mental. Brilliant. Loved it. I loved every single minute of it. $71 thumbs up. If you could do me a favour and hit the thumbs up button, we've set ourselves a target. A big target. And if you can help us achieve that, I'm going to say it out loud. If we don't get there, we've really surpassed where we should be anyway. But we've set ourselves as 100 as a target to get to. I know that sounds crazy saying that out loud. But if you can help me get there, That would be incredible. I know that not everyone's an Everton fan, but like Connor said, if we could just be here for the craftsmanship, that'd be brilliant. Brian's here. Can get brutal, yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, but I do like a cup of tea. I really do like a cup of tea. I mean, I've just swigged down the last bit of my Yorkshire tea behind me, and I'm proper gutted that it's I've run out. I went to Florida and ordered a cup of tea once, and it came as like iced tea, not like in a plastic beacon. God, it was awful. It was like the sweet, like a drink you give to a child, what you really shouldn't do in this plastic cup. Awfulness. Brian says it looks great. Look down on all the tea drinkers. Well, yeah, it could be worse. We could be drinking a lot worse. We could be drinking whiskey at breakfast. What's my favourite tea flavour? Or my favourite brand of tea? Only if you're an alcoholic, yeah. It's my favourite. If we get time, I'm going to tell you a story about me going out drinking some whiskey with a friend of mine last year. My favourite tea flavour, I mean, my favourite brand of tea is Twinings every day, closely followed by Yorkshire tea. Flavour tea, I never really thought about flavour. I do like a fruit tea, fruit tea smells lovely, it tastes of warm water. But there's a couple out there, like a detox one, which is like there's a honeysuckle one, what's not bad, and then they do another one, which is I can't remember what it's called. Can't remember what flavour it is. What it is, I can picture the box. I just can't remember what it's called. I think it's made by Twinings again. I think it's like their detox section. I quite like that. That's nice when I'm trying to be good. That's what I'll drink that when I'm having an orange and detox tea when I'm being good. If I'm being bad, I'm drinking proper tea and having a Jaffa cake. Yeah, my wife loves chamomile tea. Really, really loves chamomile tea. It's chamomile tea is not bad. I tell you one tea I'm going to recommend a tea. I don't know if you've ever tried it. Milky Oolong. It's a Japanese tea, so it's in between a green and a dark tea, and it smells like rice pudding. It tastes beautiful, really nice. It's like a detox tea again. It's calming. It's really good for you. Yes, that's Milky Oolong. So if you get a chance to try it out, it's quite expensive. So there's actually quite a few fake versions of it out there. I've got a friend who owns or helps out of a tea place in Denmark. Can't see that number 8 without a pencil. Let's see if I can find a pencil. Yeah, no, it's I do like coffee. I do enjoy a good coffee. Oh, Stanley, nice. Sharpen my pencil. Never mind. Tornado Chaser's back. Yeah, honestly, it's really, really nice. Milky Oolong. So I'm quite new. I don't drink a lot, alcohol-wise. I like an IPA and stuff, but I don't drink too much. I had my daughter when I was quite young, so I was squeaky clean because when you're a young 18-year-old, well, I was 19 when she was born. When you're a 19-year-old father, people are waiting for you to trip up so they can say, "I told you so." So I was squeaky clean. So I just didn't really. I'd been drinking from a younger age, so I worked in pubs. So I'd got it out of my system. So I just stopped drinking, and I've never really got back to it too much. So I mean, I'd go out with anyone, and because I'm like 6'2", I've always been able to hold my own going out drinking. So I went out drinking with a friend of mine, a guy from work, a ranger called Tom, and there's a new hotel opened up which had a lovely bar to it, and it was a little bit different for the village where we are. We thought we'd go and give it a try. So we'd misunderstood what each other was saying. So he said, "Do you want to go out for a couple of drinks or for a drink?" And I thought he wanted to go out for the evening for a couple of drinks. So I said, "Oh, I'm just down the road if you want to go for it." And he meant like tea time, and I meant like 8 o'clock. So I sent him a message saying, "If you still want to go out at 8 o'clock, I'm up for it." And he didn't want to say no. So he turned up in his car. New member. Connor is a member. Wow, that stopped me in my tracks. Thank you, Connor. That's proper exciting. Very, very exciting. New member of the channel. Wow. That is super cool. Well done, Tornado Chaser. Straight on it. Welcoming mod. So yeah, so we're out, so we're there, and I thought, right, I got a shirt on. I thought we're going out for a couple of drinks here. So we started 1 beer, 2 beer. I said, "Do you want another beer?" I bought us another beer. And then he said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to text the wife that I'm going to be a bit late because I've gone out in the car." I said, "Oh, I didn't realise." I said, "Yeah, I've gone to buy some." Oh, Brian's here. I've gone to buy some. I've gone to buy some chickpeas for the wife because she's making a curry for me tomorrow. And then so we've gone out drinking, and all of a sudden he said, "Oh, have you ever tried this whiskey?" So we had some of that, and we bought some more, and bought some more, and some more, and some more. Well, his wife was absolutely furious, and I didn't realise this. So he'd gone home that night, walked home. She was waiting for the chickpeas. She'd got that mad, she'd gone to bed to make this curry. She found him face down in the morning, chickpeas on the side, and he was laid on the floor in his underpants with all his clothes neatly folded up in the corner. It was atrocious. So they weren't talking. She said, "You're not drinking whiskey again. You're not going out." And then his friends came round who they were making the curry for, and his friend bought a bottle of whiskey for him to share. So he was in the bad books. I actually sent an apology message to him to show to his wife to try and get taking the rap for it, to try and get him out, trying to get him out of trouble. So I'm missing. Let me see what we've got here. Elizabeth says, "Hi, Tornado Chasers back. We've got a new channel member, Connor, which is unbelievably amazing. A W in the chat. Good old Yorkshire tea from Brian. They keep Father Ted vibes. Trying to fix the car. Father Ted, UK comedy series, yeah." So this Brian, talking to farm, and this Brian Greenan in the chat here with the green name, Tornado Chaser. I don't think you've ever seen Brian Greenan before, have you, in the chat? This channel member? I might be wrong. Well, this is actually my dad. So if you want to say hello to the original Stone Ranger, he's there. He's also a stonemason who builds some of the most beautiful dry stone walls and bird baths and mushrooms and all sorts. So yeah, that's my dad. Yeah, Jay, it is definitely hard for you. I'm not actually an Everton fan, like I've said a few times in the chats tonight, but I'm hoping this carving might bring you a little bit of good luck. So this is a commission for a lady. But no, I do feel your pain a little bit. It's I'm hoping you have a good run and things pick up, because I'm a Chesterfield fan, and so it means I've got a little soft spot for Sean Dyche. So I don't want to see it to go bad for him. I want him to do well. And I'm presuming you are. Well, you are. You've already said you're an Everton fan. What's your opinion on Sean Dyche? I can't help but feel the axe is going to fall soon unless they have a turnaround. Big up the Everton. So if you are an Everton fan and you're in the chat, stick a thumbs up on the stream for me. It's that'd be super amazing. Trying to get to 100 thumbs up tonight. So we've already broke our record. I always set off trying to get to 10. Yeah, you're right. It could be gone by Christmas. I'm always trying to get to 10 on a live stream, but then tonight we passed that so quickly. We had someone called Jess in the chat. She did us a countdown when we broke our record of 53. That was our record on a live stream up to now. And now we're on 75. So someone whispering out there 100. It might be me, actually. Does look like, what is it, a relegation tombstone? Is it the Premier League tombstone? So if you want to help me try and get to 100, bring Moyes back. Someone said that the other day. Saw that somewhere. Is Moyes out of a job? Next game. Who is your next game? Hey, it could be worse. You could be Plymouth Argyle fans, because that's not going to end well. Villa away, and we've had a Villa fan in the chat tonight asking about a Villa carving for his son. That's tough. Tough game, that Villa. Villa's a tough game for anybody. '75, we've stalled on 76, actually. 76. We've got some going to get to that 100, haven't we? It's going to take some doing. Be nice, though. Super excited we've got a new channel member. Really appreciate that, Connor. Super excited. And maybe I'll send Suffolk Live a message, because he became a channel member. Not seen him for a little bit. Don't forget, if you're just tuning in and you think, oh, I could have a go at that, like the guy who, the basketball fan earlier, said that looks easy, you could do this. If you want to have a go, well, you've hit the right place, because there are 250 videos on the channel for you to watch, which some of them will teach you how to carve stone, some will just be watching me doing different projects on videos, some will be live streams. There's lots on there, lots of tutorials, lots of recommendations of what to buy and what to use. Some expensive, some dirt cheap, like, I mean dirt cheap, a full kit of carving chisels delivered to the house in a wrap for £12.5. Dirt cheap. Yes, they're from China, but they're still dirt cheap. So there's lots on there. And unlike some other masons, if you've got any questions or any advice, it's all free. It's I know there's a lot of people out there. Well, a lot. There isn't a lot. I got that wrong. There's people out there charging just for advice on stuff. Well, send me a message. I'm gonna give it you for free. That is that the translation? It's coming on. Are we happy? Is there any Everton fans watching now who think, yeah, I'm happy with that? It's coming on. 77 thumbs up. I wonder why, whenever I'm carving the Everton logos, this is the second one I've done now, get a lot of Liverpool fans. Oh no, I've got it wrong. Do not show your spider. No. He loves it. That's brilliant. I did once get a spelling wrong once on a slab. It had a couple hundred letters on there, or words even, and it was wrong. It wasn't my fault. It was given to me wrong, but it got pointed out by someone. I had to restart it. I had to just literally grind all the letters off the piece of stone. I'd shaped this piece of stone. I'd carved it, got it all lovely, and then I painted it. And it was outside. It dried it and sealed it, and someone pointed out there's a spelling mistake in it. Gutted. Never mind, it happens. Like when people say to me, what happens if you break the piece of stone? You just start again. Let's just go again. So we have a choice for the next football carving. It's not going to be my next carving, but the next football one we have a choice. I think we should do Ipswich next. Don't now. I'm definitely not singing. I can't sing. I really wish I could. I mean, when I'm in the shower, I sound like Pavarotti. I get invited to karaoke a lot. My boss loves karaoke. He sees himself as a frontman in a band. He is in a band. He's the drummer, and he does sing a bit in the band, not a lot, but he fancies himself as a frontman. How would I charge for this? They're £200. That's how I charge for these. I charge £200 for this one. There's a little bit extra on there for postage, not a lot. This one's not going too far. In the UK, it's going to cost you about 15 quid to post it. The actual postage is cheaper than that, by the time you've wrapped it up with so much bubble wrap and stuff to make sure it's safe. You know what delivery drivers can be like. But actually, it's not the delivery drivers, it's the guys in the warehouse I've always had the most trouble with throwing the boxes. Underpaid and overworked. I think it's a decent price. I appreciate you saying that. I don't think £200 is too much. I've been told that I'm undercharging for them. I used to sell one product, what I used to sell for £100, and I hardly ever sold any of them. This is 4 years ago now, when we were doing this full time. I put the price up to £170 and sold loads of them. Sometimes the higher the price, people feel it's they want it more. Can you do my 100 mil fee to build something like this into my house? Yeah, I could easily do a 100 mil fee. I've got some 100 mil stone sat around in the yard. Same stone. This one's 50. Obviously, it costs more. Obviously, postage would definitely be more then. Not too much more, but it'd be that weighty box. But people build the 50 mil ones into the house. You can just and I've done it myself with other bits. All you do is just on the back of it, just put a bit of bar in the back and build it in. But no, I can do a 50 mil one. About an hour. How many hours do I put in to make one of these? About 6 in total. Time I prep the stone. So this piece of stone this morning was just a block of stone. It's been cut, shaped, polished, and now I'm carving it. So time I've made the stencil and everything, it's about 6 hours, I would say. So when I came on this live early, which now is 97 minutes, all I had was this outside ring, and that was it. So I've done the rest while I've been on, but it's obviously not it's not the speediest thing to do when you're reading the comments, chatting. So I reckon, yeah, by the time I've shaped the stone, made the stencil, done it all, 6 hours. It's just a hobby. If I was doing it full time as a job, I'd bring the time down on that no end because I'm doing it all the time. So somebody said I'm dedicated to be doing this at 9:15 in the evening. Well, I'm going to be stopping at past. It's ready to refill that cup of tea. Plus, I've got some bits to do, and I've got that new laptop on the side at home, up in the on my desk. I'd like to have a look at it. So, what how many hours have you got? 200. What? So we've got StoneRanger. If you have 200, I'd send you buy a mic. You need me to buy a mic. If you there's £200 for a mic. Is that what you're telling me, Tornado Chaser? Is that what I need to buy next? The next investment is a mic. Okay. So if you are an Everton fan and you want to see this get finished, you're going to have to hit the subscribe button and come back tomorrow to see it get finished. I think £200 is a good price. No, we don't want too many. We don't want too many people buying them. It's I like the relaxed approach. Not too many commissions on the board, so we can, like when we were carving the Thundercats the other night. If we've got too many, we can't just have fun. The Thundercats, I loved carving the Thundercats. It was a piece for me. So I don't want too many, so I can't enjoy it. That's where it gets stressful. I have a full-time job. So I've just got to 80 thumbs up, and I've got 11 minutes. How far can we push that in 11 minutes? It would be amazing if we could get it to 100. I don't feel it's possible. It would be super amazing if we could. Tornado Chaser, send me a link to the mic. You got my email address, so send me the link to the mic. So I'm going to miss that out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go on to here, just because I've rubbed that and I need to just mark it on again. And I'll have a look at the mic. I'm not guaranteeing you I'm buying a mic for £200, but I'll have a look at it. It's been a good live tonight. We've met some nice people. I'm hoping we've got some. Well, we definitely got some new subscribers. Some people put in the chat that we've got some new subscribers. They'd subscribed to the channel. Somebody went off and said they were going to get their family to watch it on the telly. I'm not sure if they ever did, but if you did, that's super cool. Got a new channel member. Connor is now officially a member. His name is in green. That's super excited. Can't wait to tell the wife about that. We broke a record on thumbs up. Championship next season it's looking like that. But I will say one thing. I'm not an Everton fan. I'm pointing that out, and I pointed that out a lot tonight. I'm not an Everton fan. But I've carved one of these before for somebody else. And as I was carving it, dogs of abuse came in for Everton about them going to be a championship team and how they're going to get relegated. Best stadium in the championship. And they survived. So Sean Dyche has got time to he hasn't got time. Somebody said he'll be gone next game. Somebody said he'll be gone by Christmas. So he hasn't got time, but I'd like him to do it. So I'm a Chesterfield fan, and Sean Dyche played for Chesterfield. Sometimes you can see him in the stands when he ain't got a job, that is, which might be soon. So I'd like him to turn it around. For all the Everton fans, I'm staying positive for you. This is going to bring you good luck. This carving, it might be a turning point. Villa is a tough game though, but I'd like to do it. Did you? You 3-0 up the other day, and you managed to lose. Yeah, that's right. You're 3-0 up, and you can concede like. Was you 2-0 up, and you conceded 3 in like a ridiculously short space of time. Not sure you should give out your personal email on a live chat, which is going to go on my channel and stay there forever. I'd possibly delete that. I've got your email address because you sent me an email. 81 thumbs up. Well, that's incredible. That is incredible. 81. No, really happy with that. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really clever. That's a cool setting. I never knew you could get that setting. Wow. I've learned something there. Well, you did email me the other day, so I'm allowed to email you. I also noticed you follow me on Instagram. So for those of you who've missed it, me chatting earlier, there's a few discount codes available with the channel now. So for stone tools, chisels, hammers, files, all the stuff you need to become a stonemason, you can buy from a company called Southern Stone Limited, and there is a video on my channel which will give you the discount code. And like I've said many times, you don't have to watch the whole video to get to the discount code. The discount code is at the end of the video. You can skip to the end and get it, but if you could just hang around on the video long enough that YouTube get the algorithm that someone's watched it, that'd be brilliant. Appreciate that. So there's that discount code on there. Evolution Power Tools. There's a discount code on there as well. It's on a short. The proper video's not gone live yet because I made it. Had a bit of a problem with my SD card, so I've got the new laptop today, new SD card, new camera, so that'll get remade. But there is a short on there for them with a discount code, so have a look at that, save yourself some money. And their stone saw I've been using for the last couple of days, it's great. I said earlier, it's not as good as the cordless DeWalt. It's not as good because it's cordless, and the Evolution one is mains powered, but the DeWalt saw cost £1,000. The Evolution one cost like £350. With the discount code you'll get from me, you get delivered the saw, the blade, a carry case, and a water suppression kit for £300. So go on there and find that, so you get a discount code on that. Then next week, this one's super exciting because this one is a big discount as well. I know it's not stonemason related, but hear me out. There's a wedding ring, getting a new wedding ring made by a British company called Forged and Lumber. I'll double check that. And they make some of the most beautiful rings. But what happens when you get a ring from them? You get it in a lovely box, but you get a silicon mold that'll go around your ring. So if you're working, you're not going to scratch the stone. It keeps it safe. It doesn't scratch your ring, so it doesn't get damaged. And they're going to give you a massive 30% off. 30% off a new wedding ring from them. And they are honestly, genuinely beautiful. So they do one called the Glen, and inside it is made of wood. So it's polished steel on the outside, and inside it's wood, and it's made from an old whiskey barrel. They do one which is Damascus steel. So if anyone knows Damascus steel, it's like layers of steel, and the way it's forged together and overlapped and cut and lapped and overlapped again makes this beautiful pattern. They do one of them which is really nice, and then they do one which surprisingly I really like, and I might end up having it actually, and it's made from carbon fibre. Internal wood, it's made from carbon fibre, and that's really pretty. I always thought I'd have a metal wedding ring, but actually the carbon fibre one has got an appeal. So yeah, we'll have a look. We'll have a chat about them next week more when they get delivered, and hopefully some more discount codes coming soon from other stuff. So yeah, there's lots going on at the TheStoneRanger. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get to hear about them discount codes. And also, if you want to see the Everton crest get finished, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see me do the anniversary carving that I was chatting about earlier, hit the subscribe button. Or if you're intrigued to see if I do your football team, hit the subscribe button. Or just hit the subscribe button. Just trying to think of any reason to tell you to hit the subscribe button. We're not going to make it to the 100 thumbs up, but we're on 81. It was always a bold, ambitious target. I don't mind not making that because we set out with our target of 10. So I mean, but one day we will. One day we'll hit that target. Just not tonight. Do I love Moscow? Love is a strong word for Moscow. So my time is up. I'm gonna have to call it a day. Yeah, it's been lovely. I've enjoyed it. A nice Sunday evening carving. I will be back tomorrow. I won't be around on Tuesday. 5-a-side on a Tuesday, unless it's cancelled, and then I might randomly appear. So make sure you hit the bell button. Yeah, so I think we've made a good start there. Hopefully you're all happy with that. Hopefully everybody's happy with that. Yeah, happy. Hope you all are too. It's been a good good evening of carving. Yeah, thanks for that. And I'll see you all tomorrow.